plugged in, and switched on. This is the Star We Are live.
Hi guys, happy Tuesday. This is the Star We Are, and I'm Slam and Sammy.
I'm Landry's Legend.
And it's your man Jimmy J's here, and we have got a lovely show for you today. Like Sammy said, happy Tuesday. Today we are going to run through some camp highlights. Obviously, we got to it's camp time, it's football time. Our guys are out in Oxnard going live. We're going to play a little trust and bust. We're going to do so with our man Ben Larimore, who we'll be bringing in a minute. We got a special guest for you lined up today. Like I said, we'll run through some updates. We'll talk a little Marshawn Nealon, making some moves with Sam out, and then we'll play a little way up, way down. We'll give some predictions. So glad you're with us. It's going to be a good show. How's your guys' week been so far?
Another one trucking through towards getting the Cowboys back in Texas and getting closer to football. So
Yes.
excellent.
Let's
Same.
go.
I took a well-needed break from social media, and I feel alive, like way better. I'm so ready for football. When I first got on Twitter this morning, it was all football, and I was like, "This is it.
Yeah.
This is time."
Yeah, like the title said, you switched on and plugged in. It's the Star We Are Live. But sometimes with the social media nowadays, you got to switch off and unplug and get yourself out of there. So good on you on that one. So what we're going to do now, before we get rolling into anything, is we are going to bring in a very, very special guest, a gentleman who we met early on in our Twitter days. And Landry, you probably remember exactly how we met him in person. You want to tell that story? Do you remember?
I mean, I believe you're saying the first person that we ended up running into at a Cowboys game post the creation of the account and showing up as Jimmy and Landry to the first game.
Yeah, the first person who called us out by our an account name, he just yelled it from across the stadium, Jimmy J's hair. Extremely, we looked over, and then here comes Mr. Ben Larimore. And so, without further ado, let's get him in here, get him on the show. How you doing, Ben?
Doing all right, fellas. Out here getting a little exercise in and ready to talk a little football with you fine folks. Hope you're doing well.
I like that idea. Exercise is good for everybody.
Nice.
I'm a little jealous.
Well, I don't get a whole lot of time to exercise. Of course, this is a bad spot. Literally at this moment, I'm about to get to a much better track here, but it's been busy prepping for the football season at work and
Yes, sir.
and all, but we're keeping tabs on training camp and the team's coming together, I think, rather nicely. So
Yeah.
we'll see how we'll see how it goes.
For sure, we're gonna get you some opinions on things. We're gonna have you stick around and play a little game with us. But just for the people, real quick, anybody watching, while you're here, like, subscribe, and Ben, go ahead and tell the people where they can find you, follow you, and kind of what you do and what you're a pro at, sir. Because we already know, but let the people know.
Sure. Yeah. So first of all, yeah, I am a big fan of you guys and what you do, what you stand for here with Cowboys Nation at Star We Are. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, my name is Ben Larimore, and essentially what I do is I'm a data collection analyst at Pro Football Focus, which means I watch a lot of football film and I break it down, I analyze it, turn it into numbers, and chart it. And we use that for the teams in the NFL and college football and all that good stuff. I'm also a NFL draft analyst and contributor for USA Today's sports media group, the Cowboys Wire. And so NFL draft is we love that, or I do. I hope you guys do too. And yeah,
we hate it. I can't stand the draft. It's the worst.
Right. But yeah, other than that, I'm just a giant football fan and a regular dude, just like the rest of you.
Regular
and
dude. Well,
so
you know
yeah,
what? You say you're a regular dude, but we see you out here doing some unregular superhero dude things. So go ahead and tell us about this charity, this raffle you got going on right now, raising some money for a really special cause. Actually, go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. So appreciate you guys having me on to let the people know what we're doing.
Of course.
So yeah, we are doing a charity raffle. It's for an organization, a nonprofit by the name of Cassie's Place, which is an animal rescue out in West Texas, where I'm from. the family that founded this rescue is big time Cowboys fans. And so we decided to do a little thing where maybe use a little bit of influence and try and raise some money and do some good for them. So, for the rescue. So not only do they rehabilitate animals and, take care of them, if they're abused, mistreated, neglected, whatever, hurt, injured, nurse them back to health, but they rehab them into trusting people again and try and find them good homes. Trustworthy homes. But that's not all they do either. They also they provide disaster relief for the state, like when hurricanes roll through. They do things with veterans, such as like mental health service stuff, things like that, and try and support there. And also children and education. They fund scholarships for children that maybe need, like maybe they have ADD and they want to go to the private school.
Wow.
Back in our hometown. So they'll provide scholarships for them there. And they also like to bring kids out to the rescue to educate them on, proper animal stuff. So anyways, that's Cassie's place.
And that's beautiful here. And and we hear of organizations like that and how they they start at one point and then they gain enough traction that they can start putting effort and funds and good things toward other causes, toward other things. And so organizations like that are an inspiration to us, as in what we do. And so just real quick before we get into this little game you're going to play with us, tell the people how they can get into that raffle.
Absolutely. So first of all, what the raffle is providing is we do have some decent prizes in there for you guys. The grand prize for the first winner, of course, is 2 tickets for club level seating. Nice seats, like 35-yard line, really close up on that second level.
Those are nice seats.
They are very nice seats.
Yeah.
We got 2 tickets, so that's to when the Bengals roll to town in the regular season in December, early December. So Bengals at Cowboys, 2 tickets there. And then we've got some cool stuff like Lacey. I know you guys really like Lacey. It's hard not to like Lacey. She's awesome. That's a FB Cowboys Queen, I think.
You got
on Twitter. She donated she donated a Leighton Vander Esch like mini poster basically that's autographed by him for the prize pool, and I've got a Micah Parsons plaque digital auto thing that we're going to give out. And then Law's Nation, he donated some helmets, mini helmets, things like that. So prize pool is cool. And if you want to enter the raffle, this is the important part. And obviously to get back folks, to the charity. Yep.
Get your pins ready.
So Cassie's place actually, I might even have to put it in the chat. If you Google Cassie's place and you just go to their website and you donate, it's like Cassie's Place Rescue.com/donate, I think. I actually didn't double check that before I got on here, but
we'll get it. We'll get it in the description after the show, guys. So you got to find it. Anybody watching, if you want to get involved in that, we'll definitely put some links in the description for you. And then obviously you can follow Ben there at his tag Larimore_Ben and find the info, I'm sure.
Right. Absolutely. It's pinned to the top of my page right there on Twitter. So really easy to find there. But yeah, just if you put in a donation, all you got to do is put raffle in the comment section and you're in. I mean, the more you donate, the more tickets you get. That information on like ticket bundling or whatever is also on my post, which is pinned at the top of my X feed. So
you guys heard it. Plaques, balls, sign stuff.
And I've heard multiple members of the Cowboy kind of content creation community getting in on building some of these raffles. I'm loving that idea. Everybody's kind of.
Absolutely, man. We're blessed to have some of the best here, you guys included as well. Just people that want to give back, like we love football and we love talking football, as does everyone that's here and listening to this right now. So really, we're just trying to do multiple good things at one time. And I couldn't be more impressed or thankful with everyone that's involved along the way. So couldn't agree with you more there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to get in a little segment, a little game we're going to play today, and you can play with us. And so we'll run the stinger, and then I'll give you the rules.
Today
we're going to play a game.
What game?
A game I like to call Way Over or Way.
Sorry, that's the wrong game.
Trust or Bust. Sorry. Spoiler.
My bad, I had the lineup wrong. Okay, so trust or bust then. You got it?
Did it play?
Yeah. Here, I'll run it again for you.
Trust or Bust. All right. Ben, you with us? There we go.
I'm with you.
All right. So what we're going to do is we got a few topics here, and it just kind of whether you trust the situation or whether the situation is an entire bust and you don't believe it, you don't have faith in it. And we'll let Sam go on this first topic here. And we'll just keep it simple and clean and easy on this first one. What's going on, Chuck? Thanks for joining the show, brother. Yo, Cuts, laughing at us. Cuts, thanks for being in here. And you guys definitely listen. You guys play along in the comments. Make sure you give us your take. Tell us what you think. So, trust or bust? Sam, you go first. We're going to go with Tyler Guyton's debut. How are you feeling, and what do you expect to see?
Preseason debut, to be specific.
Right.
There you go.
I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, being as he has, I don't know, I feel like gotten a lot of hands-on experience. I feel like he kind of knows what's expected of him now, and kind of the shoes he has to fill. I'm pretty confident. I think he's a mean machine, and I think he's going to handle himself pretty well this season.
So we've got a trust from Sam, that's for sure. So Ben, where are you at on this one? You trust or bust on Tyler Guyton's debut?
Oh man, preseason you said, huh? I got to tell you, when he was drafted, I would have immediately come on here and I would have told you bust. I would have told you he's got a lot of good traits, a lot of rare stuff that's hard to find, but he needs a lot of work. But ever since he got drafted, that man went straight to work, worked with Duke, stayed in touch with Solari and co in the offseason, and I think had himself a plan on what he needed to do. At least, you know, he's not allowed to be in touch constantly, but when he was drafted, I'm sure they told him what they thought, and he went to work, and he's been sick the past few days, but what he showed in camp, he's showing his upside. So I'm going to trust it. I'm going to believe in the guy. I'm super impressed with everything he's put out, even down to his interviews and his business and how he carries himself.
Okay.
It's a trust from me.
I've seen a lot of positive, at least short clips of his capabilities from camp. So that's a positive for me. I hope to see maybe as much as a half of football from him, maybe a little less than that. You may only see a couple series, but I got a lot of trust in Tyler Guyton's, both his preseason debut and after that, hopefully, you know, in what he can provide in the very beginning of the season.
What's going on, EJ? Thanks for being in here tonight. So it looks like we've got just a consensus of trust. Everybody's putting, even in the comment section, just trust all around for Tyler Guyton. So why would I be the fool to say bust? So I won't rock the boat on this one. I won't do it. We'll stay afloat. I'm going to go with trust as well, just because I'll be the first to, you know, to pat myself on the back a little bit. On Real Tech Pod, when we were on a while back, I was, you know, when we drafted him, I finally got into a little bit of film of him and stuff, like you said. I believe I even said on the show, I do believe he can be a Tyler pick or better, a Tyler Smith pick or better. I really do believe he has the chance to elevate his game to at least what Tyler Smith gave us immediately or better this early in the season. Preseason is going to look like nothing. He's going to get to play a defensive end that's trying to earn a job. He's going to look phenomenal. Trust me, there will be some hiccups. He's a rookie. It's going to happen, but I'm a full trust on this one. I think Tyler is an absolute monster. I've got him making multiple Pro Bowls in his career, and I'm ready to see the twin Tylers dominate the left side of that line. We can talk about the running back room, but I don't care who it is. Those guys are going to clear some space. So I'm a trust.
Absolutely. So you think he's gonna match like rookie year Tyler left tackle production, or are you saying he can be as dominant at left tackle as Tyler Smith is at guard?
There you go. The latter.
Wow. Wow, that's bold. That is bold because Tyler Smith, he's on a trajectory to potentially be one of the best guards this game's ever seen.
Woo.
In my opinion.
That gave me
He's
goosebumps.
he's really
Yeah.
good. He's
He
really
is.
freaking strong and really good in a phone booth up there. So
What are we doing? Samantha, we got Pickles on the show. We got Trust Tyler. We got Pickles on the show. Big predictions. I like it. Rage says he loves the predictions. Love the optimism. What's? Oh, that's why you had to show Pickles. I see.
That's why I showed it, not just because.
Stephen Mack, what is up, our family? Nice to see you in here. Got big comments, big predictions.
All right, we'll go to our second topic. Trust or bust in the Zeke squad. That's our nickname for their current running back room.
The Zeke squad. Ben, we'll let you run away with this one because you're the analyst guy. I want you to analyze this running back room for us and tell us what we're looking at with the Zeke squad. You trust or bust on the Zeke squad, buddy?
2024 running back room. No studs. A lot of guys that can do the job, though. Look, Dowdle, I don't know. Are we talking Zeke specifically?
Commit the Zeke squad, the running back room. Do you trust or bust on a run game?
To average 4 yards or better per carry this season.
To average 4 or better. There you go. I trust that.
There you go.
I trust that. Because that was a loaded question. I think they're going to be particularly average as a unit. So, what's the bar at? I think if you want them to pick up their 4, I think they're going to give you that. I think they're going to be better in the red zone too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. I'll go second on this one. I'm a bust being. I don't think they're going to be. I think Rico's got some burst. I think he can show it. But one of Rico's things has always been a little bit of health. He's been with us some years now, and it looks like he's finally healthy enough coming off of last year when, he was able to take some reps going into this year. No hiccups at camp, no little nicks. He looks fully healthy. So I've got semi-trust in Rico. I don't want to say that I'm a complete bust on Zeke, but if I've got to say the entire unit, I'm a little bit of a bust on the Zeke squad. I have more trust in our offensive line giving us 3.5, 4 yards a carry. I'm a bust on our running backs being able to take them to the house, make 2 or 3 people miss, make plays for us. I don't think we have really any playmakers back there except for maybe outside of Deuce Vaughn, but it takes a real particular look in defense for Deuce Vaughn to get loose. So
yeah, that part.
I'm gonna go slightly bust on this one.
So I may have set the bar. Well, I set the bar where I wanted it to, but maybe because my bar is low, I'm there with Ben. I'm a trust on where I set it at 4 yards a carry or middle of the pack in the league, 15, 16, 17. Because that's what I'm looking for us to do. I expect to throw the ball more, and the third end of getting that 4 yards a carry or potentially better hinges on the offensive line, which I think is the only shining spot to potentially make that Zeke squad better, somehow end up being the top 10 in the league if you just scheme it up and use the guys up front.
It can be scheme over players can work for sure.
If they're in the middle of the league, I think we can get somewhere with that. I don't know how far you can go in the playoffs.
And to hammer that one home for you guys, look, and this is why there's a lot of hate going on to this running back core. And I understand that it's not looking elite on paper and stuff. But one thing this running back room does have is guys that excel in particular aspects of the game, right? So if you're using them situationally in the right ways, I think people might be pleasantly surprised with what they can produce out there.
Yeah. No, well said. Well said.
Sam, trust or bust in the running back core.
Okay.
We know
I'm glad you called it the running back core instead of the Zeke squad. I'd rather call it like the Dowdle group or something. So honestly, I am gonna have to hurt myself and say I'm kind of trusting. I think Rico had a great running back to look after last year. I know he knows what he's doing, but I think he had a great person to look after last year, and I think he's going to be able to pick up where we left Tony, if that makes sense.
You think Rico will get the bulk of the carries?
Yes, and I do think that Zeke will be good in the red zone. Anytime I think about that, I think people, I think people want him to be what he was before, but I'm past that. I don't think he's going to be quite exactly that, but I think he dominates enough being home, his home back with his team. I think he's going to, like you guys have said before, give us his all. And I think Zeke's all will be enough to get us where we need to be. As for Deuce, I love the guy. I want to be optimistic on him so bad, but he makes me nervous. He makes me a nervous freaking wreck. But other than that, I think I'm gonna have to trust.
Yeah, I've always been on the save Zeke for the playoffs. If you need him, let Rico and Luke go to work. But so we'll get to the last one here, and this is a little bit of a heavy one because this takes a lot of trust, or depending on how you look at it, a lot or not much bust.
I like where this one's going.
Yeah, and this disclaimer on this one, I had this one a little bit lower bar also, but Coach convinced me to set it all the way up to the title game, because at first it was just getting to the playoffs / winning a playoff game, but apparently we're all past that. It's not enough. We have to improve. We have to do, to go further, do something we haven't in a long time. So trust or bust to reach the title game.
Bust.
That was too easy.
Well, he said that was just bold confidence.
There's a lot. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good football players.
What if it was make the playoffs?
I trust them to make the playoffs.
So there you go. That's the difference.
That is the difference. Look, there's a lot of good football players on this team. Even if you try and sit down and narrow it to 53, you'll find yourself struggling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who do I want to put on this team? So, maybe there's a position group, maybe two. You'd want to improve the depth at or the overall top value and stuff. But for the most part, this is a really good football team, and they're going to have to figure it out. There's a lot of change. A big part of it is going to be how quickly does the defense acclimate to such a complete scheme overhaul under Mike Zimmer. Because Mike Zimmer's defense is not simple. As a matter of fact, we tend to use it as more complicated examples how to run a defense when we train people and stuff. So, hey, I think, the quicker they catch on, they look to be doing pretty good in camp, but game time situations are different. So
yes,
I'll tell you, I'll segue there from when you go for Mike Zimmer's defense. So I'll tell you what I see and why I am gonna, I think, shock a lot of people, and people are gonna say, "Oh, you're just biased and it's just your Cowboys fan."
Let me get you out there.
I actually trust that we're gonna make the NFC Championship game this year, and I'll tell you why. Our offense doesn't lack the talent to get it there. And when you want to talk about if our run game by committee is going to be successful, I'm not worried about our offense. I'm really not. Our Ferguson's still there. Cooks is still there. CeeDee's going to get signed. Dak's going to play. Barring injuries, I'm not worried about our offense. Not worried about our special teams. John Fossil is an amazing coach. With the wrinkles we're going to throw into the run game or the kickoff scheme, I'm good with all that. On the defensive side of the ball, we let Green Bay roll into our house and dog walk us. Just absolutely, it was touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown. It was just, it was nonstop. It was a scoring fest for Jordan Love and the game. I hated it. So with that being said, I do trust. Why? You said Mike Zimmer's defense. Well, what did we do? We first go get the only really offseason move we made was Eric Kendricks. Why? He's played for Zimmer before. He was probably one of his favorite linebackers. He can fast track anybody else into implementing it on the field from Zimmer's, playbook in his hand to on the field. You use Eric Kendricks to do so. Then you draft basically a carbon copy of Eric Kendricks and Maurice Lufau. right? And so that kinship, that brothership, that connection is going to be there. You get a DeMarvion Overshown, who, yes, he played under a different defense last year, but he didn't have to actually implement it on the field and perform it physically. So it's not good, like he's going to go through a big learning curve. And where did we lack at the most? In the linebacking, game and stopping the run.
Brand new.
I believe Zimmer is giving us fixing all that. I believe Mazia is going to give us something that resembles the draft capital he was worth. And I think that takes us a little further. I think that is enough to get us just a little further. I'm going to trust on this one.
We like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be in and out. The original bar that I said of the playoffs was a trust easily for me. And the NFC Championship is an easy bust because they have not given me a reason to trust that. Not one reason to trust that. So simple.
I think sorry, Sammy, I don't think you've answered this one yet.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. You guys give all the details. So I definitely think we're gonna make I blinked.
The playoffs.
Yes, I almost said championships, but I was like, wait, that's not what I'm looking for. Yes, we're gonna make the Olympics for sure. So I have zero doubt we're gonna make the playoffs at least.
Okay.
I do think depending on who we play, kind of says a lot about how far we'll go. I think we would be crazy to make a fool out of ourselves like we did last year, and I feel like a lot of the players feel that. I'm big on feelings. I'm big on revenge. I feel sick saying that because of George Kittle. But
right.
I think what?
No, you were saying it depends on who we play. So if we played to somebody with the likes of, let's say, Green Bay, San Francisco, somebody like that, we just get stuck with them in the first round. You're a bust at that point.
Kind of. So 40, not okay. As
so
long
everyone
as
else
Decker reports eligible, we might be in trouble. But had to make a joke. So 49ers are probably the only one I'm worried about. I mean, I know Jordan Love's coming back, but like I said, I don't think we're gonna let ourselves get a fool made out of us. I mean, we looked bad at our home field, and they were embarrassed. Like, who wants to be embarrassed again? I mean, I don't know. Oh God.
No, it was embarrassing. It was called one of the worst losses in Cowboys history, and I think we all still feel that it was bad.
But the question is the NFC title game, and that's further than you've been in 31 years.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot on the line. I think this is it. Like, Trayvon's back, DeMarvion Overshown's back. We have key players that we were missing last year back in. We signed new players that I have zero doubts. And I think that I'm going to sound like a Cowboys fan. I think this year's our year to at least
like you
make
have
it.
there it is.
I thought I was going to be standing alone on this one. Thank goodness.
I did too.
I'm full faith, like ride or die this year. I feel it in my bones.
We got Chuck says the 49ers are regressing, hopefully all the way back to the slumps where they belong. All right. Well, Ben, we appreciate you joining us for this first segment of the show, boss. It was lovely to have you on. And real quick, if you just want to tell the people where they can follow you again.
Yeah, man, really appreciate you guys having me on. I was blessed. So, just that's my handle. Which was it down there? There you go.
Boom.
That's my handle. Pretty simple. How you doing? But no, yeah, thank you guys. That was fun, and y'all have a great rest of your day. Go Cowboys, man!
Hey, absolutely, great insight, Ben. Great having you.
And don't forget to check out his charity raffle, guys. Don't forget to check it out. It is 100% a good cause.
Run it up.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the raffle, there's not a ton of people in it at this time. So if you want a good shot at getting tickets, now's the time. All right.
Run it up, guys. Come on.
You heard it. All right, we'll see you, Ben. Good stuff. All right. There, ladies and gentlemen, it's been Larimore. No.
Can't believe I said that. My heart is racing at the thought of that, but I'm pretty confident.
Like at first, I could have never seen it coming, and she keeps talking, and then I put it back on you to that it's to the NFC Championship game, and you keep giving reasons that you trust the team. So eventually, we got there.
I don't
We're
know what
stuck
it
on
is.
expectation island, Sam. Nobody else is with us. Nobody else has faith in this team. But you know what? Look, rightfully so, right? Our team has to prove to people that they can go win a playoff game against a tough team. Our team has to prove to people they can beat the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, these are a couple things we just haven't done. So, we can't
That's
blame
good enough
anybody.
for you to call it.
Yeah.
I think we can.
All
Hey, I
right.
think without Brandon Ayuk, and I heard Christian McCaffrey has a calf strain. I mean, I know it's a long time coming, but if McCaffrey gets injured with Brandon Ayuk gone,
I don't want to
it's
do it.
looking
I don't want to. I'm
beautiful.
not relying on the other team's injuries and all that.
I'm not, but I'm just saying it's looking better.
All right.
I don't wish injuries on anybody though, just clarifying.
So let's get right into some camp updates here. We're gonna roll some footage for you guys. So first off, we're gonna take a look at we've been talking a lot of CeeDee Lamb being out, right? Sam's wearing the jersey because she's gonna continue to wear the jersey until he gets a contract. So
Every single day.
Jerry, she wants to wash the jersey. It's getting filthy. She won't take it off until he gets a contract. Please, 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 before it just withers away. Sign CeeDee Lamb and spare the jersey. We're asking, please. So with that being said, who's showing up at camp? Is Cooks lighting it up? Obviously we know he's our number 2. Do we got some rookies, some Flournoy? Do we got anybody showing up? The Copper Brooks from last year. Well, so far it's been Mr. Jalen Tolbert, and so we've got some Tolbert highlights from camp here. Let's run that and take a look at this. There's a touchdown. It's a bomb.
Touchdown.
Burns the defense. That's another touchdown. This is a dot by Trey Lance, honestly. Yeah, he dropped that in the bucket. Boom.
And a great catch.
What a great catch. I mean, this is what they'll coach. Look at the possession here. Look at the concentration. He actually releases it there. Look. Eyes on the ball. Maintains. Grabs it. Great catch, Tolbert. So that's good to see. Tolbert was a guy who, remember when we drafted him and he didn't play much his rookie year, and it was like, what did the coach say? He's just not learning the game very well, yada, yada. We're still trying to get him worked into special teams. And here we are in year 3. He's at camp, having a big camp, and we're excited for it.
The throw from Trey Lance.
That was a great throw from Trey Lance, no doubt.
I love to hear that.
Boom. That's a solid catch. Takes a lot of concentration, the body control. Good ball by Dak to put it on the outside, but great focus.
Saved it.
Good stuff. Nice. Okay, well, guys, real quick before we get into our next little camp update, we want to throw some Star We Are plugs at you. And so what we've got on the list is camp coming up. Landry, I think we got a little bit of feedback coming.
Sorry.
I'm not sure if the plugins are on. There we go. Yeah, so we got training camp coming to Frisco, coming back to Texas. It's leaving Oxnard, and we believe sources tell us that it's the 27th and 28th, right? Or is it the 6th and 7th? It's going to be somewhere around those days. We believe we have it confirmed 27th, 28th, but we can't officially confirm it yet. As soon as
we believe we have 27th, 28th confirmed, but we're not sure on why not Monday the 26th. There are generally 3 dates. There hasn't been only 1 year where there were 2 dates. It was COVID.
Right.
So, but it seems like it's pretty definitive. It's going to be those 2 days.
Yeah. So we'll definitely post about it and tweet about it as soon as all those dates are confirmed, and then we'll be there. One of the updates is, as you can see this, the image down in your the bottom left of your screen. Sammy will be there. Coach and I will be there. We'll be Landry will be the spirit of Jimmy and Landry. We're not going to play games. It's hashtag no excuses for 24. We're going to coach this team up to a championship. That's why I have trust in this team going to the NFC Conference Championship this year, because Landry and I are going to be out there telling them how to get their butts in shape. For one, don't be tired. All right.
Don't be burnt out.
Don't be tired. Don't
That's right.
Don't be burnt out. That's yes.
Oh, I wish we had the clip of Zimmer the other day. I know Disney, Disneyland's right down the road.
No, that was Coach Z, the line coach, Coach Z. Yes. Yeah. He's what he say. Disney's down the road. Get your fast pass. Get your hands in there, boy. He said it was. Yeah, you love to see coaches getting in them like that. I mean, it's a tough sport. These guys are out there playing a hard game. And also one more quick update before we roll into this next film is we are only, I believe, around 20, and I don't have the exact count right here in front of me. We're only around 20 entries left for our raffle that we're running. We don't have a graphic here loaded up for it, but you can always find it on our page. I believe it's pinned. It's in our highlights. And so what it is, it's a 421 raffle. We've got a Dak Prescott jersey, a neon Deion Sanders throwback Mitchell and Ness jersey, signed ball by multiple Hall of Famers, and $421 for the winner of this raffle. All that goes to one person. It's really easy to get in. It's $25 per entry, but you can only get 4. That way somebody doesn't buy them up. So you can get your 4 entries. It's real easy. It's Venmo and Cash App at the Star We Are. That's simple. You'll see the logo. You'll see the name. It's us. Let us know. We'll confirm, through whichever service you pay that we've got your raffle entries. And there's only like around 20 left. That's all that's even left. So you can buy up 1/5 of what's left. Very minimum. So let's get that done. And with that being said, let's roll right into this next highlight.
Let me get. What do you want to see next? I've got 2 more for you.
What do we got, Marshawn? Let's take a look at Mr. Nealon. We're going to the Saints game. Yes, sir. We're going to the Saints game. We got to go get our boys a W. So run that back, coach.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, run that back.
Straight to the beginning. You've got Marshawn in a kind of an interior position against. I don't know what they've got him rushing against. So there are 2 there.
It's just he's up against just the left tackle. It looks like, and I believe that's a Richards,
right? Richards, and I see you've got Dak highlighted back there in the pocket.
Well, that's just so the pocket's going to start about 3 to 5 yards back, and typically, and I've got the freeze frame there. You typically want your defensive end there within 2 seconds, 2 to 2.5 seconds to break the pocket up, get the pass disrupted, get the quarterback moving from his stance. And so, Marshawn does a pretty good job Marshawn does a pretty good job of. Yeah, and I pause it at 2 seconds. He's really close, and you can see the faux quarterback back here kind of has to move around, and then you finish. So give them a little push, but it's a good rep. Really
moves them off the spot at least, yeah. Let's take a look at the second one here.
So that pocket collapsed fast. He's using the one arm stiff and just has him bouncing back.
No. He went with the strong arm. That's his Thor arm right there. Apparently, that's the move he's been going to in camp. Just one arm. He's just moving people out of the way. And Michael Parsons is
on the other side.
A long time ago.
Yes, and so but great. I mean, both sides. It's a little thunder and lightning. They got in there quick. They closed.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
And then Micah touches that. Well, you shouldn't have done that. Don't do that, Micah. Run that back. What are you thinking? Look at Coach in the background. Look at him already running up.
Oh, we're gonna take a.
Coach gets mad. He's in the back with his hands up. What are we doing?
He comes running in.
Don't touch the red jersey, Micah. Oh boy.
But yeah, look, quick compilation of some good highlights, some more good highlights from Marshawn in just the past couple of days. And we've talked about it, like we said, plenty of people have. He's stepping up into a big role now.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of, we're fortunate enough to have Marshawn on the show, which, anybody here, which, by the way, if you're here, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, turn the notifications on so you can catch every great show that we put on. And so you can make sure you catch Sammy lip glossing it up. You can make sure you catch Landry in the fedora every now and then. And your man Jimmy might put the hair on once in a while. So keep in tune with us. And you can check out our show with Marshawn. It was pretty fun and interesting to see. And now I believe he's going to be a name that, Cowboys Nation is going to get to know. He is really cool dude. Where was he, Sam? He was at
his local high school.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yes, he was at his high school doing a football camp there, and he gave us about 20 minutes of his time to jump on the show and let us get to know him a little bit. So if you want to get to know Marshawn Nealon, because it's going to be a name you're going to hear this year, go check out the show, watch the episode, and let's get right into this last game we're going to play. I'm ready to have some fun here.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, well, this thing is fun, so here you go.
Today we're going to play a game.
What game?
A game I like to call Way Over or Way Under.
Okay.
Want to play along?
No. Way over or way under?
Somebody didn't want to play. I think it's a fun game. I want to play. I'll play.
Yeah, I wonder
Chat,
who
y'all
didn't
can.
wanna play.
We spared no expense here at the Star We Are. So I want to play. Chat, definitely play with us.
Please.
Yeah, and let's get into it. So way over. What we're going to do here, I'll just explain the rules a little bit, is you've got to pick a team in each division, and it has to be way over or way under. No, I'm not going to do it. So it has to be way over or way under, okay? And what we mean by way over, way under is 2.5, okay? 2.5 games. So let's say if the number is 10, you've got to say, nope, they're going to win 12.5, or nope, they're only going to win 7.5. It's got to be a 2.5 point spread. It's got to be bold. That's the only way. It's way over or under. Okay, let's get right into it.
So close.
All right, way over under in the AFC East and the
You're
AFC
muted.
West.
You're muted, sir.
We have way over under in the AFC East and the AFC West.
There you go. You sound great. Let's bring you back. Yeah. So what we'll do here? Are we on the right frame?
I got you.
Let's go. Sam, you'll go first since you're out there in KC. And we'll go with the AFC West there, and just tell us where do you see a way over, way under there?
Oh God. Oh God. It's hard. I hate to say it, and I don't know if I'm right. I pray to God. I'm not right.
Do it.
I think the Raiders are under. I think they're going to do better than people expect them to do. Like I said, I pray to God not. But that's the only team I could see doing different. I mean, Chiefs are going to do great. Chargers, maybe Chargers.
They do have a new offensive coordinator again. Kellen Moore left, so that's going to be interesting.
But Broncos, I don't see doing good. I heard that Bo Nix is QB3, and I think that's pretty funny. So Raiders.
Did you just say Bo Callahan for Bo Nix? I am dying. I love it.
I watched that movie right before draft day and started Bo
That's
Nix. That's
awesome. So you've got the Raiders at way over then. You've got them that you think they can get 9 wins out of this season.
God, 9 sounds rough. I thought we said 2.5. Well, I guess that is 2.5.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm not mathing.
Hey, I'll jump right in. You took it from me, but I'm way over on the Raiders. Just a low win total for a team that I feel like has a lot of young talent, a lot of youth, a lot of speed, and just the type of organization that doesn't hang around in the slums for too long.
Yeah,
and they slaughtered the Chiefs last year. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but
they showed up to play the Chiefs.
Yeah, and it was rough, especially from a Super Bowl team. But Jimmy, stop laughing. Go ahead.
You are killing me. You've got to stop. Okay, so I think this might shock some people that it's a bold take. And when you draft Bo Nix, and then he's third on your depth chart, and Jared Stidham is your starter, you're trying to go get another quarterback. So I'm going to go way under on the Broncos. Them dudes are going to win 3 games.
3 games.
They might only win 2. I'm going to tell you right now, look, they're in a division where every team in that division, I don't care if Justin Herbert ain't the guy, even though people believe he is, they're not winning a game against anybody in that division. So that's 6 losses right there, guaranteed. I looked at their schedule. They might squeak out 3 wins. So I've got way under on the Broncos here.
Damn. I mean, dang.
Here we go. I got one chat here. One chat before we go into the next division.
Yeah, get it.
Predictions on the next division here. Chuck's got Buffalo under. Jimmy, what do you have?
I hope not.
And he's got the Chargers over. Okay.
Also has the Chargers over.
Okay. So where I'm at here.
Way over though, Chuck. Way over.
Yeah, I'm going to shock people again.
Maybe.
I think maybe. I mean, it's crazy because I think Buffalo. I was really torn between Buffalo. Honestly, both ways. They could show. Josh Allen could stop throwing turnovers and really show up, and they could win 12, 13 games. They could also, with no Stephon Diggs and
with a receiving core of 21-year-olds.
Yeah, the defensive players they lost exactly. They could also only win 8 games, but I didn't go with that. In this division, I went with New England again, and I went with way under.
God.
Well, who's their quarterback, bro? They just drafted Mac Jones 2.0 and Drake May. So I'm sorry. They just Matthew Judon is the best player. Oh, you got a sound issue?
Yes, you sound far, far away.
Is that better?
Yes, it is. Don't mind my
Okay.
goofy laugh. That
So
was
no,
funny.
Matthew Judon is their best player. I don't see it. I've got New England at 2 wins. They might win a game or two. I mean, listen, they might be the first team in a long time to put the goose egg on the board. New England is there. Listen, they're the only team in the NFL this year, and I think in a long time. And I could be wrong about this. Somebody can fact check me in this comments, but they're predicted to lose every single game.
Yeah.
They're unfavored in every game on their schedule this year. So Vegas has them at 0.
Oh, that's rough.
I don't think they're going to win 2 games. So New England way under.
Way under on the New York Jets. These are pretty reasonable odds from Vegas here. I'm going to go way under on the Jets. Too much hinging on Aaron Rodgers. Only 1 more year older. I think that's not having trust. I think that's me, going back to the previous segment. That's a bust on Aaron Rodgers at 40.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. An Achilles injury,
That's fair, honestly.
And they couldn't win 9 without him. And do they even have Aaron Rodgers? Do they have something that's going to change it this year? Do they feel the same as they did last year? So I'll go under at 7 on the Jets.
That's.
Dang.
I hear you. Hard to trust them. Sam, where you at on this division?
Landry took the words out of my mouth. I think they're way over on the Jets. I don't know. They have some potential on the team, but not enough to be as highly predicted as they are. Like you said, Rodgers is coming back, but is he back? He's not Trayvon Diggs. He can't recover in one off season. I know different positions, but yeah. The only sorry.
No. Please finish.
The only other one I'm kind of curious about is the Dolphins, maybe under. I don't want to push my luck on that, but man, they do have quite the team.
That was my other one. I could see them winning 12 games.
No, they're a good team.
That one's a rough one, but I'm not gonna put that on them to win more than 9. So
right.
We're just gonna stick with the Jets.
No, well, and you got it with the Dolphins too. Being potentially winning 12 because New England's not very good. The Jets, we don't have a lot of trust in, and Buffalo could be kind of on the rocks with a bunch of changes there. But
we'll move it along as we start to run a little short on time. We don't want to too far over. We'll get to the AFC North and South.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's
out
first.
I'll jump in here and I'll go with the South. So I'll go with the bottom selection here, and I'm actually. I don't know how much trust I have in the Tennessee Titans. I don't think, who is it, Will Levis, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he proved anything to me last year. I do like Tony Pollard. Sam, I know that's your guy. I do believe, he may be their best playmaker on the team this year. If he's fully healthy.
Defense too.
They did improve on the defense a little bit. It's just they're in a division where I feel like they're going to play tough games. I think Houston can sweep them. I think if Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence gets any better, they can sweep them. They might split with the Colts, but I just don't have – and then win three other games maybe. So I really do. I have them at 4. I have the Titans at 4 wins. I know I'm going under on a lot of these, but that's the name of the game.
It is.
Okay, well, you started in the South, so I was looking up north there, but you started in the South. I am undecided. Sam, what do you see?
Okay. Well, of course, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I kind of want Titans to do better. I want Tony to go to a good home, but that's not who I'm going with. Do not laugh, Landry. I'm going to go with the Texans. They had an unbelievable comeback last season. The longer CJ Stroud played, the better he got, the more the team worked together. Their coaching staff is amazing. They have a lot of potential. So I think that they're under on them. I think they're going to be one of the toughest contenders this year in the NFL.
Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like you said they're going to have 12 wins and be the 1 or 2 seed in the AFC and have some home playoff games. And
They can. Listen, I think a couple people, analysts on the four letter networks had them getting to the Super Bowl or the championship game, and they
I
definitely
hope so.
could. Again, they're in a division where they could go 5-1 against the three teams you're looking at in the same division with them. So yeah,
Oh,
okay.
dude.
I'm way under. I'm way under on the Jaguars. Yeah, I'm Trevor Lawrence potentially washing up this year, and
Oh, yay. I agree with that. Okay.
yeah, no, I'm way. Yeah, I'm saying that they will end up way under 8.5, 6 wins. Wow.
He just got paid though.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Just because
bad
you
news.
get paid don't mean you can
It was,
play.
and it's not the first time someone's paid somebody, and within 2
No,
years,
I
they're
get
like,
it.
"Ooh, we might need to move off this thing."
No, Chuck's got a point. He said, okay. He's also got a very bold comment here. He said,
Don't have it.
I feel like
He's
he's just
way
hating
under
on me for my love for them. So boo.
All right, we'll travel to where Landry's eyes tend to gaze up north, and so we'll get on up here. Sam, where you at on that? You seen something that sticks out to you?
No, you guys
No.
go first. I have to think about it.
Okay. I'm way under on the Steelers. I think everybody else is real close. I think Baltimore's 11 wins. I think Bengals are a 9 or 10 win team. If you had any just confidence in Deshaun Watson, I could maybe deal with somebody saying the Browns would be good enough to win 11. They got a solid defense, decent run game, yada yada. But I just don't trust Deshaun Watson. He didn't even play as well as Joe Flacco did last year. So
Ooh.
on that,
And he got paid a bunch of money too.
so much money,
That's
all
so-
guaranteed. He doesn't even have to throw a touchdown this year to stay filthy rich. So I'm way under on the Steelers here. I think, I don't think Russell's going to pan out. I think they might try Russell because he's a veteran. He's a little banged up right now. So Justin Fields is getting the looks. Go ahead. Is that what you're going to say?
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I heard that Justin Fields is looking to be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, right. So there's still a toss up there, and if that's the case, I just don't know if he can go get more than 6 wins in a new offense, kind of being thrown in at the end of camp as Russell was, was preparing to be the number 2. I don't know. I know. Listen, it's hard to say Mike Tomlin's going to only win 6 games. It's a bold take.
No, it's a bold take. No losing seasons. That means
I
not
know.
even 500. 10. What is it? 10, 11, 12 straight winning seasons. That's tough.
Yeah, he won 9 games last year with Kenny Pickett.
Did it with Kenny Pickett, and you would have almost made that take last year, and said they'd win 6.
Yeah,
I got you. I'm glad this is live and all the receipts are there because I'm gonna go. No,
Yeah.
not on him, but on all of us. So in the
No,
end,
yeah.
that's why we're playing. But I'm gonna Baltimore 13 wins, 1 seed in the AFC.
Yikes.
13.
Way over
13 dubs for Baltimore.
Oh,
They're
that
gonna
makes me sick.
1 seed.
Are they going to lose to Kansas City in the playoffs?
Nope.
Kansas City's out.
Have you seen Kansas City? Like,
I mean, I know who plays quarterback for him. Yeah.
Rashi Rice, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy. As long as Xavier, okay, I can't believe I'm not going to defend them like I would the Cowboys, but I watched them a lot, and I think they mean business. They got mean everywhere. Sorry.
No,
They didn't even need to get better back-to-back Super Bowls, but no.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to be disgusted by it, but I'm going to tell you right now, this year is going to be Purdy looks dirty, and everybody hates Love because I've got the Chiefs 3-peating against the Packers in the Super Bowl. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
Say that.
No one heard that.
Gotta keep it real though.
So wait, Sam, you were with Jimmy there. You're under on the Steelers.
Honestly, so after some consideration, yes. I think, man, Lamar Jackson's mean. The team is mean. It's a really hard thing to say. I have faith in Justin Fields. I mean, even considering the season he had with the Bears, I don't think they had enough build up around him to be who he has potential with the Steelers. If they get Brandon Ayuk, which is the big rumor, we're hearing they'll have him, they'll have George Pickens. I almost said Pickett. That
Oh,
was
I
bad.
reserve the right to recast my vote if they get Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, right. So see, I feel like they have more potential,
That's fair.
and Kenny Pickett just wasn't who everybody thought he was going to be, and I think that with the right team around him, as long as so let me just say right now, if Russell Wilson is the starting quarterback, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. Not that I don't have trust in Danger Russ, but I have more faith in Justin Fields than I do in him. So if Russ is the starting quarterback, I'm going with the Ravens. But if Justin Fields is the starting quarterback, I'm going with the Steelers.
So this is how we do it, guys. We get to add stipulations and then say I'll get 2 picks if this happens, and I want 3. So I'm going to take the over under on the Titans and the Colts. No, I'm just
the only producers in my ear are the other 2 people talking, so they can't stop me.
See, it's not fair though, because I'll
point.
be talking wrong if Justin Fields don't start. But that's my
Yeah.
I have to be wishy-washy on it.
We'll move it on to the prime time. NFC teams.
So that Vikings threw me off.
Yeah, some new logo.
Yeah.
So we got the NFC North and South.
Who's starting?
The first person who has a gut take.
Okay, so I will go with. Oh God, do not shun me for saying this, but I think that Green Bay is under. I think they're going to do better than we want them to this season. As much as it kills me to say that, man, they are bad in a good way. I think Lions are about an 11-team win. I don't like them. I don't want them to have better potential. Vikings, I wish J.J. McCarthy was better than he is, and Bears are, well, bad news Bears. So
yeah. So that's really good one, because I believe, like I just said, the Packers I think are going to the Super Bowl. However, I think they're going to do it on 11 wins, 10 or 11 wins. I think it's going to look similar to last year, but when they get to the playoffs, they're going to finish. Anyway, with that being said, I've got actually the Vikings being the team that actually shocks everybody. I've got the Lions actually only winning like 9 to 10 games. I've got the Bears doing Chicago type things and winning, 5 games. With what's his name?
I'll tell you about his name in a minute.
Almighty Caleb. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
That's right. And as far as the Vikings go, JJ McCarthy, you're right, Sam, is not what everybody thinks, or maybe you said you don't think he's what everybody says. Well, I think Sam Darnold's going to start, and I think Sam Darnold is going to win 10 games for that team. I've got the Vikings winning 10 games. They've got an offense. They've got Justin Jefferson. He didn't go anywhere. They've got a good number 2 wide receiver. They've got a decent defense. I think the Vikings can win 10 games and be second in that division.
I think I heard you say you were either way over or way under on about 3 teams in that division. Because it seemed like you also mentioned mine. Because Chicago, I'm the first person over here. Receipts on this one too. I got 0 trust in Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
5 wins.
Dang, I feel like I kind of agree with you guys on everything. The Vikings, I forgot about Sam Darnold, but I definitely should have been way over on the Bears because I don't see them doing very good.
Patrick
Mahomes. Team Fields for QB1. Yeah, he probably gets the start, and I don't know how many games he can win. We'll go down to the South. I like the South, so I'll go there first. And I think Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons are going to dominate that division. I think the NFC, the AFC was the tough division last year. It was strong, lots of good teams. The NFC was, quote unquote, the weaker division, right? I think that looks a lot different this year. I think Green Bay is going to be really good. San Francisco is going to be San Francisco. I think Zimmer cleaning up our defense, we're going to be really good. I think Philly's going to fall just a little bit, and I think that's where a team like the Atlanta Falcons can come and sneak in and win their division and get a home playoff game or get, be in the playoffs. You look around that division over there in Atlanta, look at the numbers. It's 9.5, but nobody's even 2 games within them. So I've got them winning 12 games.
12 games.
I do. They've got an elite offense right now. They really do. Kirk Cousins is not the almighty, but he's a really good quarterback. They've got Bijan Robinson. They've got probably the best offensive line in the NFC, close to it. Yeah, I think they're going to shock some people.
Landry, you go first because I'm still deciding.
Over on the Bucks. So this is probably the second toughest one that's come up. But over on the Bucks, 9 wins. I'm not sure. They won 9. Maybe they won 10. I think they won 9 games last year. Maybe I haven't. I've delved all the way in until the season started on starting to really visualize some of the changes. But there was a nice change of pace for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
I had lost it entirely on him, and boy, he went over there and still played quarterback. It seemed like a really good fit for him. Any improvement on that? Why can't they win? Certainly 9, but way over. I'll give him that 10th game.
And go ahead, Sam. Go right ahead.
Nope. Go ahead. That gives me more time to finish.
I was just
my
gonna
thoughts.
say, I was gonna say, everybody's talking about where Ayuk could go, and I don't know if the Bucks have the means or the wherewithal or even the ability to try. But I think you add Ayuk to the other side of Mike Evans, and you've got some that makes Baker's life easier over there. I think that's a good fit for Ayuk. But
Okay, it's my turn. Okay, so I am one of two ways. I feel like I'm kind of, and I hope I don't have these confused. I'm kind of over on the Saints. I don't have any trust in Derek Carr. I think he has good people around him, and that they're dependent right there. If the team around him can do something, I think they'll make that maybe 7. I think, what is it? What would be 4 or 5? I think that sounds reasonable. Yeah. Okay, I'd be happy with 5. But then I would also have to go with the Bucks. I think Baker really proved a lot last year. Like, they were tooth and nail at the end there, and I think he's gonna try to show us that he can do it again. He still has his trusty Mike Evans with him. I think they are potential. I mean, I don't think they're gonna make it far, but I think they're gonna do 9 wins.
Well, 10 wins. 10 over. Yeah,
10,
well in the regular season. No.
Like Landry said earlier, I'm glad we got all this on film, because when I was putting the numbers together, Sam, if that division turns out with Atlanta right at 9.5, or not 9.5, but let's say 9 and 8, and the Panthers win 5 or 6, the Saints win only 5, like you're saying, and then the Bucks actually win 10, I could see that division looking exactly like that at the end of this season and not be surprised.
Atlanta and Tampa Bay have 10 wins. They're even. They split the series with each other.
It's real close, right?
And it's real close.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I still want to have faith in Bryce Young, but I can't do it yet.
I know.
No, for sure. It's definitely a battle of Kirk and Baker over there for that division. So
with some ugly teams in this, the NFC West, and the almighty NFCs.
Should I get started first? I mean, should I get started first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Up top, on the West.
On the West.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
okay.
we're last.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
Ooh, we've got the Rams, the Seahawks, Niners. I said Purdy was going to be dirty, but not that bad. I can't go under on San Francisco on this one, even though I would really love to.
I am way under on the Arizona Cardinals.
Is that where you're at?
5 wins.
Really? Go ahead. Why 5 wins for the Arizona Cardinals? What you just don't like them?
What did they win?
You don't like their logo?
No, faith in the quarterback. The organization as a whole they've been underachieving pretty heavily since Kyler Murray got there. How many games did they win last year? How far am I off on what I should expect?
He was hurt, and Josh Dobbs come in and played decent for him, 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah,
about 5 games.
And no better 5.
Yeah. Sam will tell us real quick, and so while she does that, I'll go ahead and give my take, and Sam, just break in and tell us whenever you've got that total for the Cardinals last year. I think, again, like I said, I think the NFC is going to be the surprisingly strong, conference this year, and so I've got the Rams at 11 wins. I do. I think the receivers are there. Matthew Stafford is good. I know Aaron Donald is gone. I know their defense doesn't look the same, but I think they're going to edge San Francisco by 1 game, and I think that'll take 11 wins. So I've got the Rams at 11. I'll go way over.
What do you have, Sam? How many they win?
So they had 4-13, but they beat us and they beat the Eagles.
Yeah, they beat us.
Well, the beating the Eagles last year
sorry, I
wasn't
have to
a
put that
beat.
in there. I mean, the fact that they were able to even do that, bad game or not, I feel like that's a little
was
bit
a
of a
bad
mystery.
It was bad.
Bad.
It felt like a game where we beat us. Remember, we were injured in a lot of places, and then we just kind of walked in like, oh, well, we just really don't have to start anybody because we'll just kind of just roll the Cardinals, and then they just ran the ball down our throat. Yeah. Early signs of not being able to stop the run, right? Early signs of what was going to be our doom in the end. Anyway. Okay, so we're all locked in there. Landry, you said the Cardinals? That's right.
Cardinals.
Sam, we're still waiting on you. Who you got in that north, or that's the
Okay.
west?
Man, I don't know. This one's kind of tough for me just because I feel like Cardinals are going to be dirty birds. I don't think they're going to do that good. But are we being strict enough on the Seahawks? I mean, I don't
maybe
know.
not.
I feel like there might be a chance. I'm not saying much at all, but I feel like when they're doubted, they always come out of the works. I mean,
Pete Carroll's one of the best coaches in the NFL.
Right. So I don't know, but with Geno Smith still coming back from injury, if he does get re-injured, that might be a thing over. And I know you guys should not have me relying on injuries, or not.
So
relying.
you're trying to go over on the. You're trying to go over on the.
Yeah,
Seahawks?
I think Seahawks are going to win. What is it, 10? Oh God,
Do well
I
in the playoffs, and
that makes me sick to say that, but I still for some reason feel confident in my answer.
Well, if 2 of those 10 are against San Francisco, they might be able to steal the division.
Oh my God, if they beat San Francisco,
Right.
I will be a Seahawks fan for a day.
I'll be right back before we get to the best division in the world. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
did Pete Carroll retire?
Oh, he did.
Oh, maybe I take that back.
Well, I thought you had seen that in the
I did
comments or
not.
something.
I just seen that in the comments, but
You did saw it. Yeah, Pete don't coach. Yeah, that's what Chuck's saying. Yeah, he's out of there. That's just
so if
me
he's not coaching, I'm
rolling
sticking
on the
with.
pass.
I'm gonna stick with the Cardinals. I don't know who their new coach is. I don't know what he's about, so I can't be confident in them like I want to be. So yeah, Cardinals. What is it? Under? Yeah.
Didn't mean to hit that again.
Right. Rams overrun Tom for Chuck. Yeah, okay. So NFC East, I think you can go up first on this one, Sam.
Okay, well, I have a lot of thoughts on this one.
Yeah, we can go all the way on this one. You can go in detail on this one.
I think they're okay. Am I under? If I want them to lose more games, they're over on them, right? Because I think Commanders are going to be booty.
You think they're going to go way under? So if you think the Commanders are going to win 2.5 games less than 6.5, then you're way under.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm just gonna. I might be talking out of my butt here a little bit.
Say it.
Dan Campbell. Oh my God, Dan Quinn took a lot from us, but that doesn't mean anything. And Jaden Daniels could be the next Kenny Pickett. Could be a bunch of booty. So I'm relying on that. Bo Callahan, yes. So I don't think the Commanders are going to do that good. The Giants, well, they're the Giants. The best thing they have going for them is Malik Neighbors, and he got his butt kicked in a scrap. If you can't fight, you can't play football.
You don't trust Jalen Hyatt and Daniel Jones?
I just can't. I can't put them at 4. I can't say that I'd be like way under on them.
I don't know. This two is killing me because I don't think they're 4 is kind of pushing it, but I don't think they're going to be 6.
That's kind of the idea.
So it's stressing me out. Eagles, obviously, I don't know. I don't want them to do good, but I feel like they're our second best in that division. So I think I'm going to leave them alone and just say I hope
decent number on them.
I hope the Eagles poop. Yes. Cowboys. I think we have a high potential. 9 is not working for me.
I can assure you, Sam, that Eagles do poop. I promise they do. All of them.
Well, I hope they poop and suck. I'm trying to make it nice here and keep it rated.
Oh, it's not pretty.
Everyone.
It's not pretty. We saw images while trying to put the graphics together.
Yeah. So but I think Cowboys are obviously. I know I had them. What was it? 10-6, 10 whatever, but 10-7. Sorry, I always do that. But I'm as the season or as preseason and everything goes on, my confidence is growing, like I said. So I think we're gonna do better than 9.
Okay. I'll take over, and I'm going to steal 2 teams here because I think the Eagles have a crappy mascot, pun intended, and
Boom.
I think
Ugliest green in
that
the NFL.
it's the poopiest green that there is. It's literally diaper poop green,
I love the
and
poop talk.
and I just listen. They added Saquon Barkley. Well, DeAndre Swift was there last year, and he was running crazy on people. It was really, they had a good run game. It's kind of like the whole Derrick Henry with the Ravens. They were already the best run team. You add a great running back, it doesn't make you run better. It just makes you maybe you get some more splash plays. But whatever. I don't see Saquon Barkley putting them over the top. I know Kellen Moore's offense is going to be a lot of comeback routes. And so, maybe he learned from his mistakes in LA, but I think when you're a coordinator that gets it done with Dak and company, and then you go somewhere else and you to not to just ride the word for the rest of the show, but you poop the bed in LA, then you go out to Philly where you've got to see teams again that kind of know you and know your stuff. And we've seen that happen. We've seen Kellen Moore get into games against teams that know his stuff and get our offense looks vanilla and stale, and we can't move it. So I don't trust in Kellen Moore over there. So obviously I have the Eagles at 8. Obviously I have them 8 or 9. And then also, I don't even think it's a way over. We've won 12 games 3 years in a row.
I'm not even going to talk either. We're same. Just say everything I'm going to say.
Yeah, 2.5 wins added to the Cowboys equals 12. We just won 12 3 years in a row. I don't think we got way worse as a team.
I think we got some different faces in some rotational spots.
We lost Tyler Biotish. I think Hoffman or BB are going to be better.
Oh,
we lost Dorrance Armstrong. I knew Sam Williams was going to be better. At least in my mind, I did. I believe Marshawn Nealon is going to end up being better. He's a rookie. He's first year, and Dorrance Armstrong had some years under him. It was getting good, but linebackers, we were bad last year. I think we're revamped there. We've got Damone Clark that's on another year of playing linebacker. We've got DeMarvin Overshown that's going to show us his first year, and he's looking really good at camp. You've got Micah that's going to be moving around with the linebacker core, not just living on the defensive line. And you've got basically twins in Maurice Lufau and Eric Kendricks that are going to run Mike Zimmer's defense to the T. We're going to be more disciplined. So, yeah, that's not even hard to give us 12 wins.
12 wins for the Dallas Cowboys. That's where I'm at. Hey, we're getting a little long on time. You want to send us out here? Before we do, I had one thing for sure, if I still have this going on. Either way, I think from yesterday, I still got an unanswered name that Cowboy out there. I don't know who from X is on and who from YouTube. But I got an unanswered name that Cowboy from yesterday. Not many of them have ever run more than 24 hours or even more than 24 minutes. So people are struggling with this one. It's my Picasso.
It is tough. And when somebody gets it, everybody's going to be like, oh, yeah, duh. I can see it now. And I was going to throw that out while we're out here for the people who may see it. Yeah, we'll get it out there on X. But the hint's going to be, we always give a hint if it's ever been more than a day. It's only happened a couple times. The player won a Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys in particular. So that narrows it down. So, all right. So thanks for playing along with us, guys. Chuck, everybody, that was fun. I think a couple of us were dead on a few of them, and I think I was probably way off on most of them.
We'll pull it up.
Congrats to you guys. Kudos to you guys. I played like trash, but it was fun nonetheless.
It was so fun.
Get that out of the way, and we're gonna run one last highlight that we got for you here. We're gonna finish it out with our good old number 4, our QB. I believe this was today. Oh, and let me real quick just give credit to everybody on Twitter. The content that we've been using here. I believe I have everybody credited here, don't I? Yes, I do. Yeah, so all the videos you've seen on the show today were credited to Mr. Patrick Dosey Walker, Joseph Hoyt at Joe J. Hoyt, John Machota, Bobby Belt. And yeah, those were the 4 guys we got the clips from today. So shout out to those guys. Always doing great work at camp. bringing us this kind of content, putting it out there for us, so we can use it for shows like this, and we can keep up with our Dallas Cowboys and see how they're performing and how they're acting. That's not the right clip. We're looking for Mr. Dot.
No, I got it coming. No, I got it coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to load it up. Yeah, one more for you. Your latest and greatest throw from Dak Prescott. You said this is from just a few hours ago?
I believe it was posted today. I believe it was John Machota posted this today.
Oh,
That's
I've
money.
seen that. Woo!
That's money.
I like how you guys
That's-
have dot press dot. I say Dak
Yeah,
press dot.
Now, what we want to see here is, let's take a look. Oh, wait. Pause that, Landry.
Yeah, I got you.
Who's at camp back there? Oh, we're gonna rewind this whole video. We'll praise Dak's shot one more time. But
Let's
when we
get
back
a
to
good
this
view
clip-
as he's throwing it. We'll get it paused in a real good spot.
Oh, it'll freeze frame for a second. Let it run. You can count people back there. I think there's 27 people at camp.
Ooh.
3 or 4 of the River Ridge Golf Club maintenance men are back there watching. They stopped on lunch break, it looks like.
I mean, for real, it's like staff and a few people. Now, listen, we're not saying that it's an issue, but there does seem to be a
But
lot
there's no
of
doubt that
people.
there's not people there, and there haven't been at all.
That's like most of the stand is not even filled, and just like 30 people sitting over on the right side. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
But a 50-yard drop in the bucket, literally, from Dak Prescott.
Yeah, no, that was great though. That was great. Though.
Maybe
Money
they're
shot.
saving their money to go to actual games. to see
No, it's a
how
great
they
throw
do.
by Dak, but he's not the only one. I think I watched Mahomes drop 2
You-
or 3 in a row the other day. Seriously, a similar throw.
No. So you ever gonna make it out to a Chiefs camp and boo him, throw a banana under Mahomes' foot for us?
No,
Like, come on.
the Kansas guys. We
God.
can't. Like I don't know how to feel about that. If I had to have a second team, it would be not them. I can't even say the
We
word.
know
that
how
makes
we
me wanna
want
throw
you to
up.
feel about it, so we'll just leave it at that. Sam hates everybody but the Cowboys. I'll just say it for you. That way you don't have to tell a lie. Okay. That's what it is. But with that being said, I think we've had a good show. I think it's been fun. Played some cool games.
Yeah, I
Mr.
hope
Ben
everybody
Gilmore.
enjoys the new segments, and we're going to try to continue, come up with some more and mix them in every so often.
Absolutely. Stop by, play games with us, have some fun with us. We will be back again, I believe, next Tuesday, 6 to 7. I think that's going to kind of be our time. We ran a little over today. We might have to, go subscription based and start charging for the extra time. You only get us from 6 to 7. So we're going to need, some Cash App inflow. We'll send everybody an invoice for the extra 18 minutes.
Right now, we just need to.
Yeah.
Right now, we just need to fill up the raffle we have going on currently, and get everybody out there and help fill up Ben Larimore's raffle as well. Again, one more shout out to Ben for being on the show.
Absolutely. Yeah. And no, you don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is the free thing, and that's hit like, subscribe, follow Slam and Sammy, Landry Leggy, myself, Jimmy J's Hair. Follow the Star We Are. We'll see you later for now. And remember, guys, always, always, always fan responsibly.